All right, you guys. I should have got up this morning at 8, but no. It is after 1 o'clock because I just wasn't quite sure if I was going to be able to drive or not. You know, I have those days that are hit and miss. And the miss days are even worse. Love a backup camera, you guys. But, you know, sometimes, you know, the dogs have to eat and the cat's got to eat. As much weight as I've gained here lately, I don't need to eat. But actually, that's my problem. I go all day without eating. But I do have some errands to run. This is just great. Let me see if I can block this out. I'll do it this way. Always glad to, you know, get these things in the mail, you know. I don't know if it'd be backwards, but yeah. Just, you know, I don't even know how to respond to that now most of the time, but don't always know the situation. You know, let me see what the situation is on this one. Make sure I'm not in the way of yeah, I was trying to see the age. Oh, 51. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't matter anyway. I mean, you don't go around doing that. This road, you guys, the camera's probably going to just flop on over because I really don't have it attached. It's just propped up against my wallet on the dash. And the big trucks wave at all of them. I don't know who's in them, but and here's some. Oh, they must be coming back from lunch. It's the workers from across the street where Kevin works. But this road is awful. And when I tell you, after I had my lap band surgery, oh, and it was outpatient, had the procedure done and then sent home, this road about killed me. You know, and then when Tiffany had hers, I tried my best to take it slow. But it wasn't having it. It was not having it. That's my feeling word is can't believe I left the house without any water or anything to drink. It has been a rough go of it. The pain part, you know, I'm going to have. And I understand that. If it's God's will, He'll heal me. If it's His will that I reach other people with the same issues. And you know what? We did find out when everybody got shut in a couple years ago that how many people on our channel that depend on their pain injections. So a channel like mine, which I hate to even call it a channel anymore because I have not been with you guys enough, but still, a channel like ours is kind of here for people that want somebody to understand them and what they're going through with pain and loneliness. So, you know, like I said, the pain part I can give. The part that messes with me the most is the depression part. And I hate to say that word, even to say the word depression, because a lot of people think, oh, I'm just so depressed, I think I'll get out and get in some sunshine and I'll feel better. It doesn't always work that way. That is why it has taken me all day to get in the car, because part of me absolutely did not want to get out of the bed. And with me, it feels like a hand that is just pushing me in the bed and just holding me there. It's irrational. It is an irrational thought. And yes, I pray about it. I really do. Because I don't like to feel defeated. God did not make me to be defeated. And when I do that, and it might be a week or 2 weeks or so, or, you know, when's the last time I've been on here to talk to you guys? And I love all you guys. But I feel defeated, and I am not defeated. But whenever I give in and I stay there, it feels like defeat. It feels like a spiritual defeat. And you know, God did not give me the gifts that He gave me to be defeated. You know, it affects me cooking. It affects everything. Then when I have a day that I leave my bedroom and we had company and I had to wash the dishes and vacuum a couple of the rooms, and then when all that was through, I sat in my craft room and finished wiping down and sitting there, taking things off the paint area, my color area, and I was talking to Denise. My back was like, chick, I'm through. I am through with you. And I knew it was going to be that way. I knew it was, and that's why I have to do what I can when I get that spurt of any kind of whatever. And I know the next day is going to be bad. Really, really bad. And it was. Denise was talking to me, and I was sitting on a rolly chair. Oh my goodness, I had this sitting so straight. Oh, I don't want you guys to see me too close up, because I have not redone my eyebrows since Saturday. Okay, let me get this stuff out. I gotta get out. So yeah, I did my eyebrows pink. Let me sit you back up here. Let me see. Well. Yeah, too close, you get to see all the wrinkles and the chubby face that I've gotten recently. But, okay. I was talking to Denise, and I was on a little rolly chair. You know, when you get the cheaper office chairs, and the arms come off of them, and most people just throw them away. Well, I keep them, and that's my rolly chair. All right, 1 minute. Let me get some money to give some money. Hey.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you? I told my husband, I said, one day it's the North Pole and the next is Argentina.
I know. I wish it would feel like this weekend, but you know it's supposed to get back colder this weekend. It'll be okay.
Oh, the joys of living in the South. But yeah, I was talking to Denise and I was in that rolly chair. At least that way I felt like, you know, my back's hurting, that'll help. Well, I got up to do something, to go to my desk. And when I got up, my right foot decided, it was really my leg decided, I'm not there. I went from spaghetti noodle to Jello. And I felt it when it happened because my foot just, I flopped down so quick on that stool. And that's when it said, you're through. You are through. Do your best to get to your room.
Have a good day.
Thank you, honey. Do your best to make it to your bedroom and lay down, because guess what? I'm through. Don't do nothing else to me today. All right, let me check. Okay. So, yeah. So I was messed up for a few days after that. But I felt good. When I do something, I feel accomplished. Even if it's something to somebody else might not seem like nothing. They might look at me like, okay. And why do you feel good about that? Okay, so you hung up 3 shirts. So what? You put underwear and socks in Kevin's drawer. Okay. Thumbs up, but what's the big deal? And it's not a big deal. And while I was in there with Denise, this was Tuesday a week ago. While I was in there with Denise in my room, of course, you guys know FaceTime. She wasn't actually in person, but Casey FaceTimed me. So I transferred over and I showed him what I'd done. And, you know, he is very encouraging because he knows. I guess he knows me. He knows this me now better than anybody. So he encouraged what I had done because he knows it was a big thing. Kevin's not a crafter. If I go out there in his shop and I look around and I say something about his shop, it offends him. So when I do something like that, I say, oh, baby, did you see what I did today in there? No. Was I supposed to? No, I don't guess so. Tiffany's not a crafter. But she did come in there one day looking for something and kind of went through some of my stuff. But, you know, Casey knows how bad it was in there. I mean, he had it so nice one time, and then I exploded in there, and then it got to where it messed with his OCD, and I said, baby, just don't look. Just don't look. So when Denise and Tatum came last year and stayed a week with me, I cleaned out the floor, and that's one reason where my paints and all the art supplies on one side, that's why everything was piled up there to get out of the floor, and then I transferred stuff into an old bathroom of ours in totes and stuff, so that way Denise and Tatum would have somewhere to sleep in that room. And whoa, when I got it all off the floor, it was such a big space. And I was like, oh wow. But when they left, you know, all this stuff had to be sorted. And, you know, so I got everything that has nothing to do with the paint, pencils, or any of that. Those stay there, but any other thing that was up there went into a sort bin. And so next I need to sit in there for a little while and then sort the sort bin, because there'll be stuff that I want to donate, and then there'll be some stuff that will go. I've got to have a jewelry section in my room, because I have a lot of jewelry. You know, some of it I could auction off. I could find somebody, you know, to team up with, and I could auction it off. It's just stuff that was given to me. Some people that would send, or a lot, Bougie Bear, April. I always say Casey's April and Tiffany's April, but both Aprils are my April. But anyway, she would bring me from jewelry jars. This was 3 years ago. The first time she brought me a huge box. And, you know, back then her and Casey was auctioning off jewelry online and everything. And they would pick out the high-end stuff. And then the other stuff ended up coming to me. And it was a lot. And, you know, that was before everybody started selling the crafting, you know, piece ins and odds like, you know, they're doing now. But once upon a time, I had all of it sorted, and I had it by colors and by what could be wearable. So I brought in a waist-high work table. And when I did that, Casey went ahead and cleared off this glass that I had in front of the window with the lacy sheer curtain behind it. I had my jewelry jars by colors. Oh goodness, there's a yellow. Whew, it was a yellow light. But anyway, all these jewelry jars, I had them in front of there, and to me it was so pretty, the way the sun would catch on everything. But when me and Kevin went to get that table, Casey cleaned it off for me so we could bring the table in and put there. And everything got dumped back in boxes. So now I have to look, once I get the actual painting and color area finished, which I'm about there really, then I can find a spot for all my jewelry again. Like I said, it's a lot. I have some ideas, and I'm excited about doing it. So that will be that. I want to display the jewelry jars and what I used to make God jars out of my Starbucks, cold Starbucks jars. I'm going to sort again stuff by colors, wearing jewelry and then non-wearable jewelry again. I just have to do it. Like I said, it's a mental thing, and I really don't like that. Now, some days it's the mental and the pain, and that makes it even worse because I have not been going to church like I was loving. And I'm really bothered by that. That's the part that makes me feel defeated. It really does. That's the part that spiritually, makes me just feel like, that I'm the worst child in the world, because God is my father. And you never want to disappoint your parents. And, he blessed me with this channel. Oops, let me get this. I'm fine, how are you?
I'm good.
See, this is what I was talking about. Receiving and giving. But yeah. Tiffany told me the other day, the last time I went live, and her bedroom is the other side of the wall where I was sitting when you guys watched me sorting and cleaning off my area. And she said, "Mom, I heard your happy voice." I said, "My happy voice?"
What would you want me to do with this?
Oh, wait. Oh, Lord.
Okay.
Look, there's blonde up under this hat. You know you're supposed to read my mind. Okay. Might help put the deposit slip in with it. But I asked her, I said, "My happy voice?" She said, "Yes, I could hear you." And she said, "When you do that, that is your happy place." So yeah, you guys are my happy place. And in my heart, in my deepest part of my heart, it's like I'm trying to crawl back. I'm trying to crawl out of this, I don't even know what to call it.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you. You too. Put my seatbelt back on just to go 1 minute, not even a minute from here. But I really am trying to get myself back. And the niece reminds me, she says, "Well, look," you guys, my handicap thing, I do not take it off the thing. She told me, "Well, look what all that has happened the past few months." Well, within the year. I took almost a year off after Mama, and then last year, the year before, Tiffany was in group, and that took a lot off my chest, and that took a lot off my heart, because I knew where she was and she was safe. And she's been home a year now. It's already been a year. And then 6 months, Casey moved. We had our first Thanksgiving without him. We've had our first Christmas with him not home. There has been a lot of first this and first that. All right, mister, you guys, I gotta see if this, oh, he's parking. Okay. I had to put the window up because I don't know if them people were arguing in the back. Is this restricted parking for... Huh? Oh, well. Guys, I'm trying to find a place to... Well, you know what? So, do I want to save my truck from getting dinged? Or do I want to be able to get in and get out? I guess I'll park here. I really try not to get emotional, you guys. Because there's a lot of people that have it so much worse than me. You know? And I know it because as I check on people and I hear, or people will message me. So I know I am fortunate. Yeah, Casey moved. He's on a new adventure. I'm proud of him. But I can FaceTime with him. Around December, a family member lost their only child, a son, in his 20s. She can't FaceTime with him. You know, I can't comprehend how that feels because I have not been there. So that's why I know I am blessed and I have it better. And I guess that's what bothers me. When I was talking to, a friend of mine, and every day she's alone in her house, and she's about a couple of years older than me. And she's like me, she's got some health problems. But she's by herself day in and day out. I haven't had to do that. So my heart goes out to her. And prayers. Prayers first. I hear her pain, and, I have Kevin right next to me. And, that's why it bothers me. For me to feel depressed. Because I feel like I don't have anything to be depressed about. I wished it was a matter of going out in the sunlight. But no, me and Casey like overcast. We like storm clouds. So, I wished it was as easy as finding a good storm. Finding a more dreary day than this. But it's not. First and foremost, I have to find myself back in the Word. And last night, all day yesterday, I had a migraine. And it was so bad. Right before bed, it let up a little bit, and I was reading and trying to write what I read in some scriptures, and it took all I could do to try to read what I was reading. That really touched my heart. It was rough. But that was step one, was getting back in His Word. Today I have not done it. I know where I left off, and I know what I want to read today, but I have not done it today yet. And that's what I told Casey when he said, "Mom, you need therapy." I said, "I'll be all right." I said, "I need more Jesus and less TV." Yep. That's what I told him. So, I know I'm sitting there picking my nails, and when I talk about the deep stuff with me, it makes me feel weird. I want to be happy, with you guys, and I can share blessings. Tiffany's been home a year. Thank you, Jesus. She's got some good friends and people to encourage her. And then Kevin's getting ready to retire in June. That's going to be another season for he and I. We will probably drive each other crazy. That's what everybody that warns me. Oh my gosh, you can drive each other crazy. But, it's going to be different. But he has been setting up the finances and everything. So it will be a smooth transition. But anyway, I went to where I had to go. Now I go in Walmart. That's why I'm just sitting here talking to you guys. Got stuff to get. Also, I am so sorry, NASCAR man. But this is as close to my original hair color. I mean, I know it's hard to see the blonde because it's so light. And then I've been going pink to try to let the dark keep growing out and grow out to the more natural. No, I can't do it anymore. I have got to, there I see some blonde and then there's a silver. I don't mind the silver. But every time I see I do memories and I see the other colors of hair that I've had, I'm like, no. And then to match up the pink with the hair, my eyebrows, no. Tiffany said Saturday, oh Mom, they're on fire. You guys, that was a washed out sunset, if anything. So yeah, I'm gonna go back dark. I have to. I don't know. I need the color. That's what I need. But I'm gonna go. I don't know how to edit, so this has been 33 minutes. Thank you guys for riding with me. If you know anybody that can't stay on topic, they feel like they're going crazy, let me see. They're suffering with pain, depression, spiritual depression. But again, like I said, they squirrel on all different kinds of topics. Back in the day, Dwayne called it a three-legged hamster on the hamster wheel in my head. So that's more like it. And every now and then we named him Pat. Pat would fall off the wheel. So most of you that know me already know it. Especially if I don't have anybody in chat to speak to and then do that. But when it's just me talking, I'm all over the place. So if you know anybody that you're like, oh my gosh, my Aunt Bella is just like that. Oh my gosh, she reminds me of Aunt Lucille or Aunt whoever, if you have a crazy aunt or something, Well, if you think that they would like this channel, give a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribe. And I am trying to fight back to get back to everybody. I really am. But yeah, share it out. Share it to somebody. And they might tell you, hey, that woman's got more problems than I do. I don't need that. Anyway, I will finish this, go in Walmart, and then when I get home, I'll go ahead and upload. I don't edit. I probably need to, but I don't know how, and I just do it this way. So anyway, let me go get some dog and cat food. The animals gotta eat. Peace out, you guys.